Hi, in this video, I want to talk about 3 ways in which you can use your crystals to discover your higher mission. You know, there is no such thing as an accident, and there are always many reasons why we are attracted to these higher consciousness beings, these beautiful crystals that come into our lives. These crystals open up our awareness and trigger an interest in new ways of being. You know, in the beginning, we might be going in a certain direction, doing certain things. And then when we start working with crystals, then we find that our purpose in life is redirected because we are no longer interested in the things that we used to do. And now we feel that there's something much more. And the crystals help to bring these things to the forefront. It doesn't matter what particular tool you're using as a permission tool to bring you into higher consciousness. If you're working with crystals, I want to share this information so you can at least begin to think about what you're really here to do, what your higher mission is, and if the crystals can bring something into your awareness, all the better. Crystals are loving beings that expand us so much and help us to come into who we truly are in truth. So I want to share 3 ways in which you can use your crystals to help you figure out what your higher mission is if you already don't know what it is. The truth of the matter is, our higher mission is love. This is why we are all here, ultimately, to remember love. But within that higher aspect of love, we all are unique and we all have our own individual expression of how we bring the gift of love into the world. And this is what I want to share so that as we work with our crystals, we can at least look at them from a particular angle and see what they reveal to us about what our higher purpose or mission is. So I'm going to share 3 ways in which you can use your crystals to help you reveal that gift that you have or that spiritual higher mission that you're here for, okay? So the first way in which your crystal can help you discover why you're here and what your purpose is based on the crystal color. Some people may find that they're always drawn to a specific color of crystal. I'm always drawn to green crystals. Always drawn to green crystals. I have so many green crystals. I love green. Green is my color. Wherever I go, if I see something green, that's the thing I'm always going to be gravitating to. I have found in my life that I am personally attracted to the green healing ray, the green healing energy, the color of the heart chakra, the color of nature, the color of the earth, the color of plants, the color of healing, the color of Archangel Raphael, the healing angel. And based on that, everything that I do has the underlying tone of healing on every level, whether it's on the physical body, on the energetic level, whether I am speaking to someone or coaching someone, the tone of the conversation is always with the intention of healing. So based on my own personal assessment of how I work with the green color, it could be possible that those who are drawn to the blue color are probably here to help people express themselves in truth through their throat chakra in whichever way they want to help people bring themselves into their authenticity and to help people listen to their intuition more. And people who are drawn to the purple crystals, maybe they're here to truly help people connect to their spirituality. They'll find themselves talking so much more about the divine aspects and the divine ways of being and connecting to source. And people who are drawn to darker crystals, maybe the root chakra crystals, are probably here to help people learn about how to be present here on earth, how to build here on earth, how to be here in the physical way, how to be grounded here, how to manifest here. People who are attracted maybe to the red or the orange colored crystals are here to help people remember how to create, how to produce, how to be in relationships. And you'll find that they talk so much more about that creative energy that comes from the sacral chakra that energizes life. And maybe people who are here who are attracted to the yellow colored crystals and the gold colored crystals are just here to teach people how to shine, how to be confident, how to be bold. And they might notice that within their streak of life, that these are the kind of things that they're always talking about. So that's the first way. You can gauge these things based on the crystal you're drawn to. Look at the chakra colors and see what they mean for you. Also look at the color meanings, even if it's outside of what the chakras mean, and see whether it's true for you that the color that you're drawn to is something that reveals what you truly would like to share with the world. What color of crystal are you drawn to? That's the first thing. The second way that crystals can help you discover your higher mission here is based on the issue that you're always dealing with. What are the issues that crystals help you work on? When I was first drawn to crystals, my work with these crystals started out on helping me eliminate layers and layers and layers of things that were going on in my life. It was always about peeling this layer and removing these blockages to allow the light to come into my life. So one of the main themes in my life of working with crystals was always about doing the inner work. And when I saw the results of what the inner work had done for me, I got so excited. And this subject of doing the inner work is something that I always enjoy talking about because I have seen that there's no escaping this process, at least for me. And the results and the fruits of doing this inner work have been so beautiful. And I find that this emphasis on inner work is something that has become part of my mission. Inner work, removing the density, increasing the light. Inner work, removing the density, increasing the light. This is another underlying theme that is part of my work. And I have discovered that very clearly as I worked with crystals. So the first thing I said about this is, one, you can discover your higher mission based on the color of the crystal you're drawn to. Number two, you can discover your higher mission based on the issue that you're finding yourself constantly dealing with. And number three, you can find your higher purpose based on what you're constantly emphasizing to people. Sometimes when you're having a conversation, there's certain times you're always talking about one specific topic. There are people who are always talking about love and love and love, and you have to love this. Some people are always talking about relationships. Some people are always talking about the higher good, the collective, the greater good. It depends on the emphasis that you're constantly putting on a subject matter. Some people are always talking about abundance. Some people are always talking about manifestation. Some people are always talking about whatever, healthy eating, based on the work that you're doing with crystals and how you're learning about these things and what you're constantly talking about as you're working with crystals. It can help you discover what your higher mission is. As I worked with crystals, my emphasis on everything is always, okay, let's talk about this conversation, but then you need to clear. You need to do this. You need to do your inner work. You need to do all these kinds of things. So crystals have helped me discover my healing mission here, which I express in different ways with emphasis on certain themes. And the interesting thing about this thing is that it's not so fixed, because even if I'm drawn, for example, to blue crystals, or if I'm drawn to red crystals or black crystals or whatever, all these things are interchangeable. But I find that my emphasis is usually on a specific ray, a specific color. So it's the same for everyone else. Everything works together. Everything works in harmony. All these colors and all the work that we do with crystals and all the spiritual work we do is all interchangeable. But just for the sake of trying to hone in on a specific issue or on a specific subject matter to help you get clear on what your higher mission could be, especially with regards to you being drawn to crystals, this is just a good place to start. Looking at crystals based on color, based on the issue, and based on what you're constantly emphasizing or running your mouth about. Okay, so let me know if you have been working with crystals to discover your higher mission and what that mission is. And as we said, remember, the higher mission is love, but we all have our unique flavors and individual expressions of how we are bringing the love on this planet. I love you guys. Crystal power. See you guys next time. Bye. Bye.